everybody call me Jeezy, you feel me? But you know, on all social media platforms, I go as Penitentiary Yo, Penitentiary _ Yo. I'm right now. I'm housed in the Maryland Corrections. You feel me? I've been down for 5 years. I got about 2.5, 3 years left. You feel me? And so basically, I'm in here for a gun charge. You feel me? But I got mandatory 5 years, but I had violation time, like backup time over my head. So the judge gave me 10. I was backing up 13. He gave me 10, and he put it on top of the 5, so he gave me a flat 15. So that's what I'm serving right now. You feel me? So right now, that's what I'm doing.
Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Baltimore, East Baltimore. You feel me? Down the Latrobe Projects, to be exact. You feel me? So
what kind of neighborhood was it?
I mean, you know, your average neighborhood. You feel me? Drug dealing. You feel me? Shooting, killing. You know, same regular urban neighborhood. You feel me? Just everybody got their different stories. It's different, but everything's the same when it's the same result. Different story, same result.
Baltimore, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I heard stories about Baltimore. That ain't the same everywhere.
It's not. You feel me? But you know, we got our own law. Is that we got our own little world. Like we in a third world country in a whole different city. You feel me? Like so, it's different.
I know. Yeah, that's the trenches right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What were your parents like growing up?
See, my father been in and out of jail. You feel me? Like me right now, it's a cycle. But my son, not to cut you off, a lot to just go off subject. But my son, he don't know what jail like. So I'm trying to stop that cycle right now. But right now, hold on.
If you just tuning in, this is an exclusive interview. I got somebody that time in Maryland prisons.
Yeah.
You know, this is a special interview for me.
My fault. Not a door. You know, it's simple jail shit. You feel me?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, but like I say, my father was in and out. You feel me? Jail. My mother, she was getting high when I was young. You feel me? But so I was on my own. I'm gonna say like 8, 9. I was on my own, walking the streets, learning the streets. You feel me? Shit like that. So other than that, like she been clean since '01. My mother been clean since '01. She ain't been high. She ain't drink. She don't do nothing. She drink coffee. Feel me? Smoke Newports. That's what she do now. Go to work. You feel me? So my upbringing was like kind of rough, but I ain't gonna say that like a lot of stuff I had to do, but a lot of stuff that I had chances to do right. But I ain't take advantage of every chance I got. You feel me? It was back to what I wanted to do. Like I had times like I had chances. I ain't gonna say I never had a chance. I ain't had no choice but to hit the streets. I had hella chances not to do the streets. I just picked the streets because I felt as though that was the wave at that point. You feel me? And about time I looked up, I was already in my 30s. Time passed. I went to jail, done time, came home, done time. So it's like now it's time to me to really wake up because I was asleep all them years, but now I gotta wake up now. You feel me? Like I gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Even though I think I'm up, when I'm home, everybody think they got it figured out. No, you ain't got it figured out. As soon as you get comfortable, it's over. So I be trying to think like when I'm home, I gotta keep that jail mentality. Like if I keep that cell, like I don't want to get in trouble. I ain't trying to go on lockdown. I don't need no tickets. I'm trying to make it home. As soon as you get comfortable on the street, you start getting back to the old ways because you've been home. Now you figure you got the shit out. You figured out. No, it's never figured out until it's over. You can never figure life out because it's always changed. That's the only thing guaranteed in life. It's changed. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right about that. Do you think you having a kid like helped you want to change?
Yeah.
That
So
was your main.
yes. So all right. So I got locked up 2009. My son was born 2010 in January. I came home 2014. So he was already 5 years old. So I was home from the longest I ever been on the street since I've been coming to jail was 2014, and half of 2016. I was home that whole time because I was with him. But when my child mother, she took him down Florida because she didn't like the life that I was like around Baltimore. I started falling back to the, you feel me? I wasn't focused, but he had me focused. So my son keep me motivated. And like that's like right now I still got a good relationship with him. But every day I tell him like, boy, you better than me. Every day I'm on the phone with him before we hang up or before we even talk. Like, boy, you know you better than me. You know you're a better person than me. He's like, Dad, why you always say that? Because I want you to know that you better than me. Like you doing way better than me what I have been doing since I was your age. when I was your age, I was already carrying guns to school. I was already in the streets. You feel me? Like, so I be telling him I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't I don't hold nothing back from him because I don't want to hide nothing. I want him. I give him the raw so he can know. You feel me? So since I've been incarcerated this time, he came up here from Florida. I got a ticket for him. I got him a hotel. He came up here and saw me. He looked and he said, "Yeah." I wanted to show him like what's really real. You feel me? So he can know, yeah, this is not for the nobody.
Yeah. I respect that about you. A lot of
Yeah,
people, they go in and out of prison and then not really in their child's life. It seems like you you done been through all this and you tired of it and you want better for your son, and I respect that.
yeah. I want better, man. I want the world for him. Like that's all that matters right now. He keep me motivated for snapping in here. You feel me? Like every time I do so, I just think about him and what can I do better.
Before we move on to the day you got arrested and all that, you're from Baltimore and it gets crazy in Baltimore.
Right,
Is there any things you can talk about? Any crazy things that that you've seen in Baltimore without saying too much?
man. I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about from the killings to the prostitution, from selling drugs. I'm talking about like, man. I'm
You
talking
knew the
about,
movie The Wire. The movie The
yeah.
Wire. I
I
mean,
mean,
the
it's
show The
some
Wire.
truth. It's some like I don't want to say too much, but it's some truth to that. You feel me? But it's like everywhere. Like so, I saw my first killing when I was young. You feel me? Just coming out the projects, going to the store.
And
You
what's that
feel
do
me?
to you while you're young? What's that do to you mentally?
Man, tell you the truth, and I'm gonna be real. It didn't scare me enough. It just made me infatuated. Like now that I've been hearing it, and I've been like hearing about it, and knowing people that have been around it, and me actually saying it, I'm like, oh, all right. So it's like I wasn't like scared. I wasn't like, it had me like, I want to know more as a young age, and I'm sad. That's sad to say, but I wanted to know more, but I didn't want to be with it. I just wanted to like, I felt as though that was like, damn, I shouldn't have saw that. It's like usually it should score somebody like, you feel me, but it didn't. It just had me wired down. I wanted to but now I feel like I shouldn't have, at a young age, I shouldn't have saw a lot of that. You feel me?
Yeah. Do you think it made you prepare you? Like you didn't want to go, you didn't want to be at the receiving end of that. So you had to learn, the ways of the street. Do you think that drove you more into the streets?
Tell him hold on. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, tell him hold on, bro. He said, hold on, yo. But say it again. Somebody was calling. Say it again. He said, hold on.
You seen people getting hurt. You seen people die out there. Do you think
Right.
that made you want to be prepared for all this? You didn't want to
Yes.
be
See
one
that
of the
made. See
people
that put
that
me on my.
died.
Yeah, that put me on my toes. Cause I definitely wasn't with none of that. Like now, I'm the one to tip where as though, man, I don't want to end up like, yo, I just saw it get killed. Now I know. All right, I need a gun. You feel me? Like I need to do something about this. You feel me? Yeah. Wow.
So take us to the day you got arrested. What happened? And was that your first time getting arrested?
Who that? Hold on. Yo, that's Tree, yo. You going over here, Tree? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna holler at you.
I
Hold on.
appreciate that gift.
My fault. You know, I'm still,
No, you good.
that's still prison time. And for
Yeah, I
those who
already
don't
know.
know, I am locked up. You feel me? But for those who think I ain't, I've been saying a little comment. No, but
Nah, you
yeah,
locked up. Like, you
yeah,
locked up.
because I see a
The
little comment.
hell?
But yeah, but so that prepared me. So I'm like, now I don't want to end up like, yo, now that I know I need a gun. But I was only 10. I was only what, 10 or 12 years old. I'm gonna say 12. I shouldn't have thought about that. You feel me? So it's like, all right, bet. Now I'm ready. But now that I look back, like, why did I think like that? Because it was the environment I was around. You feel me? The environment had
Yeah.
me thinking like that already before I even saw it. I saw it before I was all people was already telling me about it. People was already talking about it before I even saw it. And I wasn't watching no movie. This is stuff people was telling me that I was around. So when me actually
Yeah.
saying it, man, you feel
I
me?
can only
So
imagine. I heard stories about Baltimore. You feel like you're in a war zone down there. Any day could be your last if you're not,
yeah,
on your toes.
straight up. Yeah.
Did you ever get involved in any gangs, or were you just, was that not for you?
Yeah, like I got involved in the game since like 0405. So I mean, I've been like really rocking with that. But right now, I've been laid back. I've been really not functioning with it because I feel as though they gonna throw me off. I got other shit to worry about now. So it's like I don't wanna have to worry about me and 12, 13, 30 other motherfuckers. You feel me? So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the thing.
I'm on the tip. So I'm on the tip, not to cut you off.
You
I
good?
don't want to be functioning with the gang members no more. I'm really by myself and people that really got, they on the same mental as me. Yeah, sure. So if you're not on the
Yeah,
same mental on me, I'm not with it. Like you not, ain't nobody ready to stop me from doing what I'm doing. I got really goals now. I don't never like this. Is the first time I can actually say that I ever said when I go home I'm never coming back. Every time I was in jail and I've been in prison. I've been in prison. This is my fourth major incarceration. And I've been in prison and I never once went home or on my way home and said, I ain't coming back. You feel me?
it was just
So
whatever.
it was just basically, yeah. You feel me? So now I'm like, all right, fuck that. I ain't coming back because
Yeah,
now I got shit that motivate me now. You feel me?
yeah, I respect that. People. That's why I could tell. I tell people people can change. And sometimes it takes going to prison and seeing uh your family grow up without you for you to want to change. Would you recommend anybody doing the street life that's not about that?
Say it again.
Would you recommend like people going to the streets, going to gangs and stuff if they're not really about that life? Because some of these kids out here, they listen to these rappers and stuff, and that's what they want to do, but they ain't really about that life. And then when they get into it, you know, what would you tell? What would you
Yeah,
tell
I ain't gonna
them?
lie. That game, being in the game, it seemed like it's cool, but there's a bunch of politics now with that gang shit. So gang members and organizations is more so what you can do for them. So if you really can't do nothing for the gang, you just a person that's in the gang, you will always be the one that crash out. So if you don't have nothing to really benefit them or they can't get nothing out you, they're gonna use you till you can't get used no more. And then when the first time you say, man, I don't want to do it, they going now you getting hit, stabbed up. You feel me? Anything. So it's like being in the game may be seem cool now, but once you really get in prison, you start really gang bang. So prison on the street. I mean, gang banging on the street and gang banging in prison is two different lives. It's more so politics in here. So now, now there's always going to be that person to try to be over top of the next person. It's all about who got the power now. You feel me? When
Yeah,
you on the
that's why I
street,
try
you
to.
ain't real. When you on the street, you don't really care about who got the power because you can move around, you can do stuff. That you feel me? But now you in here, you stuck. So now you might be somebody on the street, but you go to jail, you ain't nobody. You like you starting a whole nother life all over again. Like it's like going to a brand new school when you get put out of one school. You go to another school, you don't know nobody. You just a new person. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I try to tell people. You join a gang, the people that are laughing with you and all that. You mess up one time, them the same
Yeah, they
people
be
that gonna be putting that in you.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, listen, the same person you walk with all day, laugh with, y'all done did, man. Soon as your name get called and it's time for to get ate, man, he gonna be the one doing it because cause they gonna send him because you so comfortable, you so comfortable with him. They gonna say, man, if you don't do it, we gonna hit you. So it's too much. So I don't recommend nobody that's coming to prison or young like join no gangs because gangs is not for everybody. Right. You feel me? If that's what you gotta do, you feel me? If you don't got no family, you just chasing family, and that's a game, and the game is for you. You feel me? You do it to the best of your abilities, but overall, I don't recommend it for nobody.
I respect you saying that. Take us back to the day you got arrested. What happened?
Yeah, so
Can you?
when I was just home, I wasn't in the streets. 5 years ago, I wasn't in the streets. I was going to CDL school and I was working. I was just having a gun on me. So, I'm in Baltimore. There's a lot of carjackings. Like the young kids, they really carjack you. Like, they don't care who you is no more. They out there really carjacking. So it wasn't me having a gun. It wasn't me just trying to hurt nobody. It was more so of me trying to protect myself and the people that I'm around. You feel me? So I'm on a tip where it's like, do I gotta have this gun every day? But when I didn't have it, it felt like I was feeling nervous walking around. And I shouldn't feel like, well, I can't even walk around my own city, me knowing I don't got no nothing on me. So I got arrested. I got caught with a gun on me. You feel me? They ran down on me. And I had a gun on me. On the day I was off too. You know, I was off of work. I ain't had school that day. It was just free time. Me being comfortable. That goes back to when you be so comfortable. Now you back. Look, as soon as you get comfortable, is one you get one little mistake is over. That's why you gotta stay busy when you home. The more you stay busy, the more you're gonna stay out of trouble. Because you never sitting still. You always on the move.
I can respect that. So you basically had the gun for protection. You didn't have it. You weren't
Yeah.
you out there hurting people.
No, I wasn't hurt. I don't got no enemies. I ain't got no enemies no more. Like I was just making sure I was like, but like I say, I had a month left to driving school. I had a month left till I graduate to get my CDLs. 1 month.
So what was your first day of prison like?
I mean, what on this one or my first time ever coming to prison? Period.
We can talk about your first time.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say my first time because this one I already knew the spec, so I know how to. But my first time coming to prison was all the stories I was hearing before I got there. You feel me? Like that was my main thing. Like my main focus was on I don't want to come in and die because that's what was happening. I ain't, you feel me? So it's like I'm on the tip where I don't want to die in jail. That's the worst fear of my life. I ain't trying to die in jail. So it's like, man,
Yeah, that's why I try to tell people. I seen one person die on the outside. When I was incarcerated, I seen like 13 people die.
yeah,
It's just as bad.
yeah.
What
That's what
what
I'm
kind of
saying.
crazy things did you see? Your first bid.
So like I was saying, I was telling you, like my one time in jail, man, I was just walking the yard, man. My homeboy, just we was just kicking a bobo. You feel me? So all of a sudden we just see a commotion. So we walk, you gotta mind your business in prison. So you keep it moving. So as we getting closer, walking around the yard, the dude gets stabbed, like right down there in his eye, his temple. But the knife gets stuck. So he was like, so he poured the knife out and start stabbing the dude with his own knife. I'm like, bro.
Damn,
I'm like,
in
bro,
his
how the
temple.
yeah, it's like by his eye. So when he poured it out, it's like he poured it out and started stabbing the dude with his own knife. Like I never saw nothing like that in my life. Like
I thought that was a
I
kill shot. I thought if you got hit in the temple, it was over.
yeah, it was like body. So it was basically like right here, like on like between the eye and the temple, like right here. He poured it out. He poured that motherfucker out, man. Like yeah,
They was trying to end him.
yeah. They tried. Yeah, he went down though. He collapsed and once the drilling, he collapsed. Like they had to rush him out of there. They flew him out there on a helicopter and all that. So I tell you the truth, that was years ago. I haven't seen him since then. Like I don't know if what happened. I don't know if he passed or what. Like I haven't seen him since then.
What other crazy things you've seen since then? You've seen people like OD or end themselves
What?
in prison
Man,
because they're
listen.
so depressed.
Man, listen, man. These motherfuckers, man. They ODing off of everything. That K2 doors keep coming open, man. They gotta be
You
on
good?
season
Yeah, I
3.
already know how it
Uh,
is. I already know how it
yeah,
is.
yeah. So I'm on the tip where as though. Oh yeah,
Appreciate that,
K
Papa.
two. This K2 fucking people up. They going out or they just smoking anything. Like I don't see why people doing it. I don't get how. I don't indulge in nothing. So my mind be so level. I'm the outside looking in. So I'm really seeing what's going on now. And the prisons they're allowing the K2 to be in here. They're allowing it because they know they want people. They want us to kill us. Yeah, they want us to kill each other. So out it's a as though now we ain't killing each other because we got tablets. They giving us tablets in here now and shit like that. So we too comfortable. So now like man, they ain't killing themselves now. We gonna give them something to kill themselves. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let them get the
you know, that K2 man. Like I seen people. I think they do it because they want to escape reality. They're so depressed in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
But that's one of the worst things you can do is go in there and get on that stuff because they'll have
yeah.
you
And a,
doing
and a
crazy
K
stuff.
and a K and mind you, the K2 is that's like that's like almost like crack because once it's gone, the high is only there for 10 minutes the most. You feel me? So when it's gone, you back chasing. It's like crack. It's like crack mixed with dope all in one, and that's a dangerous combination.
Yeah, I've seen you probably see it too. You see people ruin relationships with people on the outside because
Yeah,
they
because
call
people
them
get
for
on the
money all the
phone.
time.
Yeah, call for money there. I just seen people lie and really say, man, they broke their TV fell. They just lie about, you feel me? So
What's the biggest mistake new inmates make coming into prison?
the biggest mistake new inmates make is getting is, I mean, yeah, running bills up cool, but making friends, like, don't that have to be the first. You trying to get cool with somebody because you don't know nobody, so you trying to get to know somebody so you can have some type of, it's like be yourself, like, and really pay attention and just look, like really look more than you talk. You feel me? And really listen more than you talk, because you don't really, because everybody got their own hidden agenda or they want something for real. So if somebody know you go to the store every day, somebody try to befriend you just because they know you feel me, go to the store, so they try to live off you, leech off you type shit. You feel me?
Did anybody show you the ropes your first time going in?
Yeah, like it's just so happening. Like it was just so happening. I went in the cell my first time coming to prison. I went in the cell with an old dude that been down, and he was telling me, basically letting me know. But I already had people on the street was telling me how to carry myself, and I already know how to carry myself in the street. So it's like, but I didn't already took heed of that. So he was just basically telling me, like, all right, man, what not to do, what to do, and feel me. So I had everybody don't got that one person to help them when they first come into prison. So they got to learn on their own. They be the ones that's going on lock up. You feel me? Doing dumb shit like that. So it be different.
So that first bid you did, how long did you do?
Uh, I did. Then I did like 4.5 or 8. That's the first one. Like I said, this is my fourth major incarceration. My first bit I went to camp, so I just was like in a camp. I went straight in the city, went to camp, went home 18 months. You
How was that
feel me?
like?
So I didn't feel like I was locked up.
Did it let you go for work and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was on road crew. I went to work release, all that. I was working, so it was easy. It was quick. I was in camp. I was running around. I was young. I was 18, running around with all the youngest. You feel me? Gang members. We was, you feel me? So it was easy and fast. I ain't really care about too much.
So during that first bid or when you was in camp, do you have any more stories you like to share with us that you can think of?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I probably was smoking weed that whole time. I was so high that first bit, man. I don't really remember too much about. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
All right. So how common are stabbings where you're at now?
I mean, it's common because everybody running bills up because of K2. So now everybody is to the point. Everybody is always something every other day because it's like, all right, he owe money. He owe money. Feel me? Stuff like that. So it was like, all right, everybody running bills up, so he gotta go put money on. Like it's always something, man. Like this drugs is taking over the jail, so everybody, it's always something.
So what happens when somebody goes to somebody to sell them K2? They run up a debt knowing that they can't pay it. What's the first things that happen? Do they
I
get put
mean,
out the
like I
pod?
say, off the block, say you got people to be wanting shit to happen. So people don't really know what give a fuck who they want somebody to run a bill so something can happen. So it don't be too much if somebody check in before somebody really do something to them for real.
Yeah, and some people do that. They run up
Yeah,
bills and
check
check
in.
in.
They run up bills and
Yeah.
check in. Get out of there.
I was gonna say what usually causes fights, but you pretty much answered that.
Yeah.
Hey, you mentioned something about that tablet. What kind of things can you do on that tablet for people
So you
that's
can
never
get on
been
the
to
phone. You
prison?
can text your people's, like it's supposed to be free, but the tablet, you feel me? You can get on the phone. You can call your people. You can text, but your people still got to pay to text back, and your people still got to pay to put money on the phone. And then they got an app. They got a all access app that you pay $22 a month. They got like Pluto, the news, and all that, but you still got to pay for that to stay on. feel me? So it's like
Yeah,
it's they still getting money out you regardless. Like you,
that's
even
all.
though
That's
it's
all
like
it is. A money thing.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, it's all money thing. I know you got a couple games on there, but you got Tubi TV. That's like
no,
a
we don't
cheap
got
version of
two. It's all
Netflix.
Pluto. It's
Oh,
Pluto, all
Pluto.
Pluto. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, it's Pluto. That's right.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
you
That's
have you
it.
ever had to defend yourself?
Yeah, in the beginning of my bits and all that, but now like I move so smooth around in jail, like I don't be into that. My energy's so positive. I don't be with the negative shit. So if somebody really bringing something to me, it's on some old beef. I don't got no new beef to really say out it. But back in the day, defending yes, it was always something. Like I say, I was in a game, so it's always something. You always gotta go. Always. It's like millions of
Were you?
times. I just sat on lockup for 22 months. I did 22 months day for day on
Damn,
lockup.
22 months.
23 and 1. 23 and 1.
Can you tell us about that? What is it like going to lockup?
Man, lockup, man. I ain't, man, listen, bro. Lockup, showers every 3 days. You feel me? Go in the cages for an hour, 7, 8 in the morning. You feel me? Like, man, you just in the cell 23 hours a day. No movie, just you and your thoughts. No TV, no radio, just books, your brain. So it's like you just in there. You feel me?
Yeah. What do you think the prison system needs to do to like rehabilitate people instead of just throwing them into a box?
See, I think if they had some jet right now, you don't got them old heads that started the programs. They don't got no more fighting because the young kids coming in here and the drugs fucking everybody up. So the old dudes they used to hold it down. Now you don't got too many old dudes really holding down and got everything and like they ain't got nothing in order. There's no more order now. The gangs and took over like it's fucked up, man.
What do you think? You think is it the younger inmates coming in there that usually be trying to prove themselves? They be the wild ones?
Yeah, that too because now a lot of young kids for real, they come in here and they probably was uptown doing what they doing. You feel me? Shooting, carrying guns, doing what they doing. But now in here they know now everybody. You got people that here that everybody play with guns and shots. So now everybody is an even playing field. So now they feel as though they got to prove themselves even more because they was somebody on the street. You feel me? That shit that don't add up.
So what's the food like over there? How's the food?
Man, listen, like I said, I don't be really eating the trays for real. I eat like some trays like the boiled eggs and grits, but the chicken, but everything, this food, man. They got a new contract. This food, I don't think a Doug would eat this shit. You feel me? Like
What's
real
your
shit.
least favorite tray? The least
All of them.
favorite.
All of
You know what
them.
mine was? Mine was that monkey brain. That monkey brain, I
Oh,
couldn't stand that.
they just had monkey brain yesterday. That's crazy you said that.
Yeah, I couldn't
But
stand that
it's
stuff.
crazy because
Basically, if you don't know what monkey
now,
brain is, it's a
huh?
big meatball.
Oh yeah, it's a big meatball, monkey brain. We call it monkey brain because it's the size of a monkey's brain.
Uh, so, walk us through a normal day while you in there, like every day. What
Uh,
you be going through?
some days like right now we lock down majority of the time on this shift. So we expecting that. We're expecting to be locked down. You feel me?
And
So
why
it's
is that?
like
Why are you guys locked down so much? Is it because the
because it's always short of
staff?
staff. They gonna say short of staff, short of staff, short of staff, short of staff. That's it.
That's what they used to say when I was locked up in there. That's what they always said.
They still doing it. They still doing it.
On in
Drugs, if
there.
you get high, drugs, and the commissary high. So see now it's like the tariff. They always blaming on the tariff, being as though Donald Trump tariff and all this. So now all the prices going up in here now. So everybody getting affected. We not only uptown, we gotta pay noodles 40 cents now. Noodles 40 cents, like stuff like that. Noodles used to be like 20 cents. They 40 cents now.
Yeah. How did the COs treat y'all? Treat the inmates?
COs, you got the ones that's cool, but you got the Africans taking over. So the Africans they hate their own more than they hate the white people.
That's what I say.
Africans really
That's
taking
what I
over.
said.
The Africans is the new white people, and the white people cool. The Caucasians, they do stuff for you more faster than the Africans. The Africans do not like us. The first thing they say, y'all don't take advantage of all the things y'all got go over here. You feel me? So they come over here, they come over here and they feel like they better than us out the break because we locked up. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
well,
the
you
Africans really,
yeah, today what's going on in the news today? There's a lot of racism going on because of the
yeah.
Carmelo Anthony. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole
I've been reading
Carmelo.
up on it. Yeah, he got dealt with a real wrong bad hand. Like there's no way he supposed to
That,
got found
yeah,
guilty for that.
there's a lot of racism going on now. You got Chud the
Yeah,
Builder. You got a lot. So
yeah.
do the CEOs show favoritism in there?
I wouldn't say favoritism. It's more so who they show respect to. Like it's like if you got respect, if you show respect, not even saying you don't give that CEO no problems, you don't cause no problems, he gonna show you the same respect you show him. So it's no more. It's not more so like oh I like him more than he like him. No, it's like he just walking with a clear level head. He don't never you never heard him on no bullshit like going to lockup. So it's like all right. So I wouldn't say favoritism, like more respect thing than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you got about 2.5 years left. What's the first thing you want to do when you get home?
Fiction book. You feel me?
And what's the name of those
So
books? If somebody wants to
my so I ain't
go read them.
I ain't published the first two. I just copyrighted them. I ain't have time because when I was home, I got books, so I had to get my life together because I just come home from doing 6.5 years. So, but my first two books they call it's Syndicate Life. You feel me? They just basically regular urban novels. You feel me? But this one gonna be a urban science fiction. So this think about X-Men in the Hood type stuff. You feel me? It's like one of them type books.
Yeah.
I want to get into that though. That's what I'm doing right now. Then I'm gonna continue on get my CEO driving truck. The middle school kids got their mind made up. High school they already gone. So if I just get some of these elementary school kids and really teach them, that's in like fifth grade, fourth grade before they even because they looking at this music and this internet. They minds already messed up. If I can really teach them the real while they in elementary school before they brain fully developed, I feel it out. I can get to them.
Yeah, that's a big thing. When I got out, you got young ones out here doing the most craziest things because the
Yeah,
rappers and stuff, they encouraging them. That's all they talking
yeah, they
about
are
is go out there and
encouraging
get your
it. That's
body.
the yeah, they encouraging it. So it's like they encouraging that shit.
So I like to bring, prison to the outside. So like when I went to prison, I didn't know what to expect. So I like to bring, if you keep on doing this stuff, this is where you're going to end up at.
Yeah, and that's just what it is. You're going to be back here. You think you can go home and do the same shit? It's never the same, man. You're going to be back.
Yeah, and prison can be a nightmare. You look like you got it down pat, but for some people that don't know what they're doing, how to maneuver around, it can be a nightmare in there to you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about every day is going to be you're going to be on your toes thinking about something. You feel me? So you definitely got to come in with a level head. Just don't ever come in here thinking you better than the next person.
I seen,
Yeah,
matter of fact,
I got like not to cut you off. We got like I'm gonna say like 2 minutes left before they come and really do their little daily little count. So you feel me? I ain't trying to say I gotta go, but I definitely gotta
all right,
amp it up a little bit. You feel me?
all right. So let me go ahead and cut this short. Then, what message do you have for the young people who think prison is cool?
My message to the young people who think prison is cool is not cool. Prison will bring you down. It will make you feel hopeless. It will make you feel like nobody love you. It would then so it would take a hold of you. And if you let it take a hold of you, it will grab you. It will never let you go. So you will never feel love. So it would suck the love and everything out you. You feel me? That's why people go home and just you feel me. People go home with a like a institutional like. So I just tell them, man, you feel me?
Interview. I thank everybody for coming. If you send a gift, I thank you for that. And, we're not glorifying prison. We're trying to send a message. This is not what you want. So yeah, thank you for
Man,
coming on.
peace,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, show love, man. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, you be home soon. Keep your head up, yo.
Yeah, yeah. Show love. Huh? Show love.